Did Kasim give you his phone number to send him the link?
I'm about to copy it and share it.
Yes, sir. Share it with him.
You're the guy. Get ready for first concert. I'm hearing it, that's all.
No, it's not. Ooh, that's right. Well, while we're figuring out the microphone, thank you for your patience, because we wanted to make sure everything that we say is heard this evening. Welcome to Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, specifically the Meet the Playwright series. This is an invention, if you will, of JCAL. During the COVID situation, pandemic, the artistic director gave me a call and said, oh, here we go. I think we're here. How do we bring the arts to people who are cooped up in their house 24/7 for weeks and weeks and months? And so we said, what if we did it online? And so we started online. So the first season, which was the beginning of last year, was 100% virtual. I'm in Colorado in COVID. The actors are in different places. We have different backgrounds behind them, and we were doing readings. But it worked. Ah, yeah. I'm here now. Yeah, it's like, yay! So, okay, this is my debut. And so for that, we kind of went, we could do this again. But the second season was in this same theater, the Black Box Theater here at JCAL, and every play became something new and a different audience, and it's been growing. Thank you very much for coming out. So this is our third season, yay! So I have to say, give yourself a hand for coming out, but you already took care of that part. So in the meantime, I'm so glad you came out. We changed from a Monday night, which was hard for everybody, to Thursday night, so we're here. So we're ready. I guess the best way to put it is that right now we're looking at new plays, we're looking at new playwrights. It is playwrights of color, BIPOC, that are New York City residents. It doesn't matter what borough, even though we prefer Queens. But we won't hold it against you if we're about to see, somebody's already about to get upset already. If we're somewhere else, that's okay, but we're trying to keep it very local because Queens is, depending on who you're asking, don't talk to people in Brooklyn, shh. We're the most diverse borough in the entire city. So there's, I think, 102, 104 different languages spoken here, just in Queens. And Jamaica seems to be the most diverse area out of all of Queens. So give yourself a hand again. That sounds good. We're learning how to, when you go to see a show, because I've been the studio audience, they tell you, okay, get up and cheer, and you wind up, then they start the show. So I'm not going to make you go through all that. That's a lot of work, and we don't need to do that. So right now we're going to have a play by a local playwright, Frank Robinson, who's wrote a play called Why, as in the letter, Why. And you're going to find out why it's called Why in a minute. The best way to put it, because I don't want to tell you that the butler did it at the end of the play, is that right now war is on everybody's mind. And war has an enemy on either side. You're a good guy or you're a bad guy. Or are you? Who makes you the enemy? Are you a freedom fighter or a destructor? And on what day is that, right? So as opposed to me letting you know that the butler did it, I'm going to let you go ahead. And tonight we proudly present Why by Frank Robinson. Enjoy.
Back alleys, mean streets, souls bleed, as for life they compete. Future dreams, challenged by dark schemes. Life ain't easy when undesirable is your gleam. And you feel like a shadow moving through the muddy blues of freedom's nightmare.
When a regime sacrifices humanity for vanity, leaving the clamor of insanity as the song of mourning birds, while under a canopy of agony, the innocent seeks shelter from death. It's hard not to succumb to the lure of madness when all around you beckons hate to narrate your destiny.
When you come from a legacy of stars, stripes, and bars, when Thanksgiving dinner is served on plates of red, white, and blue, and Santa has a medal or two, when you have a flag hanging not only on your front yard, but on your backyard and on your roof, there's bound to be some military in your blood. So I am part of a pride whose proud is found in preserving our democracy and protecting our liberty.
Met me a shorty who changed my trajectory from iron bars to heavenly stars. Yeah, we took a long walk around the park and found that our hearts couldn't part. And that was the start of rewiring my brain, so I could see the possibilities beyond the cracked window view of freedom's nightmare in muddy blue.
Help me. Help me keep my mind from the seduction of that freeze. I want to leave the blood in the sand and death in the breeze. After my heart was obliterated by bombs from your daughters and sons, from another part of your earthly kingdom.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes watching these young boys and girls go through hell. But it's a necessary evil to keep democracy alive and well. And yes, it is my duty to keep them in line and ready to defend our freedom.
Yes, sir. This sucker got all up in my face talking about my life's been a waste and that my salvation depends on my cooperation with the creed that knocks my religion down on its knees. Yes, sir. In another story, his ass would have been kicked. He better be glad that I don't want my family's truth to be found in Freedom's Nightmare in Muddy Blue. Yes, sir.
No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't control the bloodlust raging inside me. So with the weapon in hand, I was out to spill the blood of the enemy in the sand until my rage was stilled by a question from a dying man.
Thou shalt not kill. So much for Sunday school.
Any man worth his salt should be proud to defend his country and ready to eradicate any enemy that threatens our way of life. In war,
It's killed
or be killed! Get him back! Get him back out here! Holmes! Holmes!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The barman should have killed the area of rats. Go check that building over there. And if you find any rats, what are you gonna do?
Kill him, sir?
What do you mean, kill him, sir? Do you know where you are?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question, Private?
Yes, sir.
If you had to kill someone to protect your life and protect your family, would you do it?
Yes, sir.
Would you do the same for your country, if it meant to sacrifice your life?
Hell no, sir.
What do you mean, hell no, sir?
No disrespect, sir, but who would take care of my family and raise my son?
Fair question, Private. Fair question. But let me ask you something. You want to rat, sex traffic your wife?
Hell no, sir.
Your son enslaved and forced to do unspeakable evils?
Hell no.
Then you're ready to do whatever's possible to make sure that doesn't happen. Am I clear? To defend your country, even if it costs you your life. Am I clear?
Yes, but with conditions.
Buts, but no buts. Let me tell you something, Private. Unless you want your wife to be used as a blow-up doll by some rats, and your son thrown to the wolves, you better do whatever necessary to keep that from happening. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So, what you gonna do when you find a rat?
Kill it, sir. Kill it.
Good. Now go and get those rats.
Yes, sir. Move!
You have orders to kill me, don't you?
What? What the fuck you staring at me for? Stop staring at me or I will blow your fucking head off!
My name is Sadiq.
So what? I didn't ask you your name.
Why do you hate me?
What?
Why do you hate me?
Hate you? I don't even know you.
My name is Muhammad Al-Sadiq.
No, your name is Rat.
Did I do anything to you to make you want to murder me?
What?
Did I, Muhammad Al-Sadiq, do anything to you to make you want to murder me?
Yeah, you're a rat. That's all I need to know. Fuck, man. You trying to play me, ain't you, huh?
Play you?
Yeah, that's right. I ain't stupid. You trying to play me.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, so you want to play dumb now, huh? Act like you ain't trying to fuck. Well, rat. You don't think I'll do it, do you?
You never killed anyone before, have you?
Nah, I ain't never killed nobody, man.
You married?
What?
You're a wedding band.
Yeah, I'm married.
Kids?
Yeah, I got a newborn son.
Blessings.
If I knew this shit was gonna happen, I wouldn't have enlisted. I would have did whatever I had to do to provide. I would have stayed with my family. Shit. I'd even go back to hustling drugs. But if my wife found out she yanked my balls and served them on a plate of spaghetti.
Sounds like you got a good woman.
Yes, I do. I love my wife and I miss her so much. She's my everything, man. And I can't wait to hold my son.
Yes. Family is a blessing.
Thanks. Can you believe it? I'm a dad. Me? A dad? What about you, CD? You married? Whoa, 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 hey, what's wrong?
I miss her so much.
Your wife? What happened?
The fucking brooms. She was pregnant with our first child, Gary. When those bastards bombed her.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Sadiq, I'm so sorry for your loss, man.
I'll never know my child, Gary. I'll never know my child.
Whoa, Sadiq.
And for what? What did they do to deserve that? I couldn't bury them. There were no remains, Gary. There were no remains. I couldn't find any remains, Gary.
Whoa, Sadiq, man. I wish I knew what to say, but I'm lost for words right now. Hey. Sadiq, I'm really sorry about what happened to your wife, man.
It's okay.
Man, this is so fucked up.
You're no murderer, Gary. I knew it the first time I saw you. There's a coldness in a killer's eyes that I didn't see in yours.
Yeah? Don't get it twisted, because I can still kick some ass.
You're funny.
Yeah, I'm serious. You think I'm joking, huh?
Gary,
What?
I know this may sound strange, but I see a lot of people around you, and you're going to give them a key.
What?
I see people around you, Gary. You're going to empower them. You're giving them a key.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Am I in the battlefield or in the Twilight Zone? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
I don't know why or where it came from, but I see it, Gary. You're giving people a key.
Oh. I get it. Ooh. You're psychic. And you can see my future. So, Mr. Third Eye, you see me hitting the lotto? Because if you do, drop them numbers on me so I can send them to my wife and we can have a sweet little life when I get out of here.
You think this is a joke?
Yeah.
It's not, Gary.
Yeah, okay, Sid. Okay. Anyways, something you said bothers me, and I'm not talking about the woo stuff.
What?
Murder. Why'd you keep calling it that?
You don't think we're murdering each other here?
Well, I never thought of it like that, but murder makes it sound criminal.
So how do you see it?
Well, it's war.
So that justifies total strangers murdering each other?
Well, that. Damn! How far down the rabbit hole did you go? Never mind.
Gary,
What?
say you just shot an enemy, and before he died, he asked you, why? What would you say to him?
Whoa. I don't know, Sadiq. Why'd you ask me that? You trying to mess with my head again?
No. It happened to me, Gary.
Really?
And I couldn't answer him. Every reason, every excuse that came to my mind didn't make sense anymore. And I know it sounds crazy, but
No. Yeah. It does, especially after what happened to your wife.
I know. But I realized that no amount of killing is going to bring her back or ease this pain. It only makes it worse.
I hear you, Sadiq.
How did we get here, Gary?
What?
How did total strangers become enemies?
I don't know.
Why did you call me a rat?
Because that's what I was told to call it. Wait.
see it.
Hold up. Wait. Give me a minute to wrap my brain around this. Whoa.
That's why I have to leave the brothers of the cause.
What do you mean you left? You just walked away?
You don't just walk away from them.
So what happened?
I was declared an enemy, publicly shamed, beaten like a dog, left there on the street to die with a warning that said, if anyone dared to help me, they'd pay.
Wow, that's foul. So how'd you end up here?
Rashid, a poor old man who had more heart than fear, he risked his life to help me.
Yeah, that's hard.
He is a rare human being, kind and caring. The amount of kindness he showed me helped me restore my faith in humanity. Even though we're in the bowels of hell, and this was his home.
Where is he now?
The last I saw him was just before this bombing.
No.
I'm afraid so.
So wait, okay. So you were here when this place was bombed. Okay. Take it. Here. Put that on there.
You know, Gary, I'm still trying to understand why I'm still alive. With everything that I've been through, death would be a welcome comfort. But I'm still here. Why?
I don't think I can help you with that, Sadiq.
Maybe I was paired to meet you.
Oh, no. What are you talking about, man?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Now I understand why I had that vision.
So would you care to share? Because right now, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Is war enough of a reason?
That's not what I asked you.
I know. I'm getting to it.
Okay, look, with no disrespect with what you've been through, why can't you accept that it is what it is?
So you're saying war justifies strangers murdering each other?
Look, Sadiq, it'd be great if we all came together singing Kumbaya and worked the shit out, but it ain't happening, man. It ain't. It's been that way since one caveman hit another in the head with a rock, and it ain't gonna change.
Why?
Because it's been that way forever, Sadiq.
Why?
I don't know, human nature. It is what it is, Sadiq, and there's not much we can do about it.
Why do you believe
Because
that?
it is what it is, whether you agree with it or not, Sadiq.
You keep saying it is what it is, but nothing about what makes it what it is. So tell me, what makes it what it is?
Damn it, Sadiq. Sadiq, can I come up for some air? Can I? Your deep is drowning me, man. All I wanted to know is why you think I'm the reason you're still
You
alive,
couldn't
but
kill me.
What?
Why couldn't you kill
I
me?
don't know. I don't know.
I understand, Gary.
Oh my God, here we go.
I've been where you are, caught between what you've been taught to believe and the truth. It's not an easy place to be.
You think?
So what's most important to you now?
To get the hell out of this shitstorm and get back to my family alive.
If that means you have to kill someone, could you do it?
Is there choice?
But be aware of the beast.
Beast? What beast?
The beast. The beast within. The war brings out. The beast that makes you numb to death.
What are you talking about?
Numb to destruction, numb to your own conscience. You've got to keep an eye on it, Gary, or else it can take over and drive you mad.
Whoa. Shit! I should have gone AWOL! Holmes! What? Oh shit, it's Sergeant. Yes, sir!
Find any rats?
What am I gonna tell him?
Well, did you find any rats?
No, sir. I haven't found any, sir.
Well, if you do, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. What?
Well, not a rat after all.
Oh, fuck you. I should take that rag away from you. You really become a rat after that, huh? Oh, man. No doubt, you're crazy as fuck, Sadiq. I still don't get a lot of what you're talking about, but despite all that, for some reason, you're all right with me. So, I must be just as crazy as you are.
Well, it's nice to have company.
Under any circumstances in the desert. Whoa, hey. Lay down. Okay. You need help. Okay. Sergeant Riley. Sergeant Riley.
Private Holmes.
Yes, sir. I need a medic, sir.
Are you hurt?
No, sir, but I've got a wounded soldier here, sir. A wounded soldier. He needs help, sir. He needs help.
Is he one of ours?
Yes. He's from the 43rd platoon, sir. And he's dying, sir. He's dying. He needs help.
Okay. Stay with him.
Okay.
I'll send in the medics.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, now you listen to me, Sadiq. You're gonna be all right. Okay, no.
Now you Now you listen to me. You're gonna tell them that I tried to fool you and I tried to kill you and you shot me. Okay?
No, I'm not doing that, Sadiq. No.
So going back to your family is no more important to you.
Yes, it is, but taking care of you is.
Private Holmes, the medics are here.
Okay.
We're on our way.
Okay. Stay, Sadiq. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Hold on, Sadiq. Come on. Stay in there, man. Come on, Sadiq.
Survive.
Come on. They're almost here, Sadiq.
Holmes.
They're almost here. Come on.
Holmes.
Come on, they're almost
Private Holmes, you there? Private Holmes, are you there?
Sadiq. Sadiq.
Private Holmes. It's okay, son. It's okay. I'm here now. You did the right thing, Holmes. You did the right thing. You did good. That is one less rat to worry about.
His name is Sadiq.
What?
His name is Sadiq, sir.
I don't give a damn about his name. He's a rat.
His name is Sadiq, sir!
Look, I don't know what the hell happened here. But don't you ever let a rat fool you. They're clever as hell. And if you let them get into your head, they have you thinking down is up and up is down. Do you hear me, Private? Never play with a rat, because it could cost you your life. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Look now. I know it's hard for you. But you got to man up if you're gonna survive. You can't let killing a rat make you soft. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
First kill, huh? First kill is always the hardest. But you'll get used to it. Yeah. You'll get used to it.
The beast.
What was that?
Nothing, sir.
In war, it's what, Private? In war, it's what?
Killed or be killed.
I can't hear you. Killed or be killed, okay? What's your tone, Private? Now, come on. There's more territory to cover.
Okay. Survive.
of the year, Mr. Gary Holmes.
It is an honor and a privilege to be here. I heard that earth angels come in many forms. But besides my wife, Muhammad al-Siddiq was definitely one. He not only inspired this book, but he prophesied it before I even knew I could write. And even though I gave him hell, he blessed me with an insight that not only resurrected this book, but from submission's graveyard. So now, instead of saying it is what it is, I ask, what makes it what it is? You see, why is key to clarity. Clarity that will enable discernment to become a more powerful agent against needless death and destructions and the fears and tears that follow in their wake. Why can bring clarity. Clarity that's good for healing to wherever division seeks to create enemies, or corruption seeks obedience, where ignorance seeks disciples, or even to your in-laws seeking drama. Why empowers you to make more informed decisions about matters that impact the quality of your life. So let why be your ally for brighter days ahead. And in that, I hope this dialogue doesn't end here. I hope it spreads and it inspires everyone to make more informed decisions. And it empowers everybody. And in closing, I'd like to dedicate this book to Muhammad al-Siddiq. You opened my eyes to the power of why, and they haven't closed since. Siddiq, you will always be a blessing in my heart. And may the power of why be a blessing in yours. Thank you.
And a short play it's going to be. But I think it really impacts you to understand maybe that your enemy isn't your enemy, and the enemy is who you want it to be, if you want it to be, or who you're told the enemy is. I think in today's political climate, it affects us every day. I'm not going to go any further than that because you already looked at the news, so I'll leave it right there. But I think right now it would be really nice if you met the playwright. So, Mr. Robinson, come on down.
First, let me thank you all for coming out tonight and sharing your energy with us as we put this production up for you. Oh, can you hear me now? Okay, good. I'd like to bring out these phenomenal craftsmen who, in a very short period of time, developed the characters that they had to play. And I just want to say they did an impressive job. I'd like to introduce Mr. Kasim Ben Fofana. Mr. Rohith Gudamidi. And Mr. A. U. Hogan. Yeah, bring a chair.
Okay, I know you guys have questions. I'm not even going to ask if you do. You're just going to have to hold up your hand so I could point it out. And I'll probably repeat the questions because what I didn't do at the beginning, I didn't say hello to everybody who's tuning in via, I almost said Bluetooth, via YouTube because we're live streaming tonight. So you could be famous, but the camera's pointed at me. So question number one, I don't care. Don't be shy because don't make me go call people out. 1, 2, wait, I almost saw a hand come up. Wait. Call out? See, there's someone brave.
Yes, how are you? Congratulations on your play. I just want to ask, was this your personal experience?
Okay, just for a minute. For the folks at home, is this a personal experience? What inspired? So
Yes. So basically, I'm not sure if that first monologue where it come out, Holmes talks about his experience as a black man. So obviously with that as a backstory, of course it's coming from, personal experience. I'm sure everyone here knows what's happening to minorities and with the protests and stuff like that. So it was very important for that message to be clear. That answers your question.
Playwright.
Oh, was it my personal experience? I guess feeling connected to life, period, and feeling, watching things that go on the battlefields and just wondering how they're feeling beneath the surface about what's happening with life and the situation that they're in. It made me have an empathy. And that empathy brought about an urge for clarity about how do these things really happen? And what is the impact on a human being in the situation? If you could put yourself in the place of what's called an enemy and then you're supposedly, the other side, what really separates you? And that was why I wrote this, because I wanted to explore where does the separation come from and how? And is there another way we can deal with these situations?
So I was just wondering, was this maybe triggered by what we are currently experiencing now with the divide in our country as to the question, which was the letter, as the old expression would say, why is not only a letter, or why is a letter, but it's also a word. And when you question why we are, as a country, as a race, as a, just as a, like I said, as a country, as a race, as a financial divide within ourselves, why are we facing what we are facing? As to why are we so-called confronted with this big lie? Why are we questioning why it was a decision to withdraw from a war that we are now discussing on stage, as to why this young gentleman was even in the battlefield, of why he's questioning why he had to be I would say, taught and kind of conform to this demeaning or meaning of a man that is the definition of a human being who is a definition of a rat. He's a human being. You know what I'm saying? So why did we have a premise of a war? Why did we withdraw from that? And why are we still not treating people with that same outlook or definition as to why we are literally where we are now? And we look at our streets now around this neighborhood. Why are we where we are now? Why?
What?
And I think that we just marked the 20th anniversary of September 11th. People will question why we were there, why we left, why we withdraw. But it just makes it's a connection of back to the play of why, looking at the reason why we were there in the first place. Okay? And where we have come now, and why we are now saying that we're the people that we were once against, why we need to also back them in their being targeted as you don't want anybody being anti-Muslim or anti-Jewish or anti-Black or anti-anything. We need to be united. So why are we not embracing that? So I think that's what this has come to, that's for me at least.
Yeah.
It brings forth that question. Why?
Yeah.
Why are we not doing that?
Now, why are you going to answer those? Because I'm not touching that one. So why you think that's going to work? So
Should I go over there? Or?
we're just going to hop on top of it.
If I may, she just answered her own question. When I think human beings and the piece that we really looked at, we don't look too much into ourselves. We look at the faults of others because we know the faults that we have are hidden. And often that makes us supposedly stronger people, but it actually makes us weaker people. I think if we really look into what we're suffering, you know, that person that you're beginning to hate is suffering in some way also.
Because that's your role on stage. What I'm saying is like we're defining, you're playing a role.
Yes.
That's your role as a sergeant in the Army, as we see like in reality, right? And you're talking to someone that's under your
Private. Yes.
And he is sort of like looking for, not direction, but he's young, he's impressionable is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And you're giving him this impression like you need to look for a rat, you need to conform to that, but then he formed his own, you see what I'm saying, his own opinion based on what he experienced with this, just generally his own encounter. So your influence, what I'm saying, the dynamic of it, your influence on what, as a general or sergeant, whatever, you're
Sergeant First Class.
sergeant
Sir.
Your impression on this private in the Army of what we face today is something to be said, correct? And I was just wondering, like, the base of the question is, was it an influence in how, like, the whole theme of this play, like, influence, like, the way of the world is to now influence the dynamic of the influences of how one person's role, whether you personally relate to it or not, it's your role. That's your guide. That's what you have to teach him as a private, to teach him to go out in the Army and defend whatever this country's, you know what I'm saying? But it may not be right or wrong based on what he believes, but then look at what he believes, and then look at what they believe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Let me just close real quick, and then I'm gonna pass it down. That we eventually, they eventually believed the same thing. Eventually, as they got it, when they started really understanding what happens on the battlefield, he was forced into believing that he had to be in the battlefield. And that's what happens to us often. We're forced to believe, for whatever particular reason, we have to be there. But if you look at the world historically, there's a line that this unbelievable playwright had wrote. Now, can we give up a hand for that? That's another end. Because we had no time to be together. I mean, we all busy. We were working and stuff like that. For us to put this together and for us to happen to believe in the characters, we had to first believe in those words. And we had to understand that those words were not just words that was thrown on a piece of paper. It was words that was relevant to this time. And it's very important that we believed in the words, and then listen to the directions and how to really put it out there. So this eventually became natural because this is what we're going through. Not just black people or white people. This is what humans are going through. We're being fooled by the guy that's saying that next guy is the rat. Okay, we got to stop believing that the other guy's a rat. And that's your brother and that's your sister. And remove colors, racial images, religions out of it. And we'll get along better.
I can't back him up off that one.
I'll stand behind you. All right, Private. Sir, I'm going to ask a question of all of you. I'm standing behind you because I have to be in the middle because we have a mic, and I'm going to get to your question in a moment. Any of you can answer this, and actually I'm going to ask him to speak first just because he's sitting here. The gentleman here is an Indian actor, and he has been over here 3 years?
Oh, well, 1 year.
1 year, okay, I lied. But in rehearsal, we had discussed doing a promo, so what if we had our private and our sergeant and the enemy here to do just a little small film to put up on YouTube saying you should be here and watch this? How long would it take before someone would attack him? Because we're being taught he's the enemy. So how long would it take? And so we kind of nixed the idea of saying this is going to be an incident with the cops, with the people on Jamaica Avenue because they think he's the bad guy. So if you want to dial that back maybe 20, 30 years, he's the enemy. So the question I think to all of you and all of you is, how much are we being taught? I agree with you that we're being said, okay, he's the bad guy, let's go beat him up, and we're creating but how long have we been fed the line? I think the line has been more blatant within, let's say the last 5 or 6 years, but how long have we been fed the line? Go for it. Because you're the enemy.
Well, I've been in this country for a year, before coming here, I didn't follow news or anything at all about America, but I tried to, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, after coming here, I heard news about gun violences very frequently, and then I had an incident where I get to the subway and it was just young kids, I'm sorry, there are kids here, I don't know. Yeah. Young kids choosing violence, and they don't even know why. They don't just question it, why they're doing what they're doing. And coming to this play, I read the script the first day, and then it did I saw that questioning and why are you choosing this? Who taught you all that? So it made sense to me to be a part of this, and then since I've been here, that's. Yeah.
Well, can you repeat the question again?
How long have we been fed the line? It's been more blatant. I'm really loud, aren't I? It's more blatant in the last 4 or 5 years that we're being fed a line. Personal opinion. But how long have we been fed the line? Because we're all American, we're here to save the world. How long have we been fed the line?
Oh, I think, for me personally, ever since I was born, I'm in the Bronx, so there's always. Oh man, here we go. Time out.
Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. Gotta drop them off, right?
Okay. I'm a Mets fan. Because I grew up in the Bronx, so there's all types of stereotypes. Even I've seen black people have stereotypes against Asians. We're all in the same neighborhood, you know what I mean? And coming from an African household, I'm from West Africa, Ivory Coast, and I remember even growing up, there was a kind of like disparity between being black, African American, and being African. You know what I mean? It's like we all come from the same place, but you come here and then you start being programmed by society and you forget who you really are. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's a never-ending thing. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. That's what makes America America to me, I think.
We're gonna make it stop.
Yeah, we could try. Yeah.
We're gonna end that line, right? These young people right here from Life Camp, they're gonna end that line.
Hand out the mic to the sergeant, sir. Answer that question.
We're gonna change the narrative. We're gonna change the narrative. These young people right here, they came out and see the division. Life Camp Inc. is out here, the gun violence organization, and we have to teach. This play is so representative of what people are going through right now in the streets and everywhere. And they laugh because people hear the news. Sadiq, brother, didn't hear the news, but the news when they laugh because they said Bronx, and it's a blessing to leave the Bronx to come here and get here safe. And we got to change that. We have to change that because it's interesting. It's my last statement for the second, is that we have the most unbelievable technology, and we profess to be the most intellectual since the beginning of time. And we have more war, disease, and hate than we ever had before on the planet. It's inexcusable. We have to give these young people a better chance, a better opportunities, and try to iron some of our hate, because all I hate is ignorance. So it is.
Amen. Amen, sir. Yes. And I just like to pose this question to kind of cap this off. There's a saying, the whole world is a stage, and everybody plays a part. But the question remains, who's writing the script?
Yes.
Think about it. All the information that you imbibe throughout the day is shaping a mindset. Are you aware of what that mindset is producing? Are you aware of what your knowledge is producing? Or are you just animating it blindly? So another thing about this play is critical thinking. I think we really need to resurrect that from submission's graveyard and bring it back to life in our lives. So at least when things come down the pipeline, we take the time to see what, why, how. How is this going to impact me? And then the ripple effects that come about after that. So in essence, it's about really feeling connected, because we are all truly connected. It's just thought that separates us. Check the thoughts that create the divides and see whether or not they're truly valid. Because in this culture now, divide and conquer is having one party. They are celebrating all the confusion, all the conflict, everything that is keeping us in chaos. Because in my opinion only, that's the agenda. That's how they maintain their power base. Because in order for us to try to come out of the chaos, where do we turn? Who do we turn to? That's, yes, because the source actually is you. So you're the source of the conflict and you're the source of the solution. So this play, again, as I was telling Brenda and others, this was basically an inspiration that staying up all night long and whatnot, all this stuff flying in my head, but I understood that we need clarity now more than ever before. We do. Because we're at a crisis point in our lives now, and we're looking at each other with too much fear, too much confusion. And we really need to look at each other with understanding and compassion and empathy. And that should allow care and love to prevail. Because that's what will solve a lot of our problems. To re-implement care, and I mean, when I say care, I'll put it as an acronym: connection, appreciation, respect, and empowerment.
Write that down.
Connection, appreciation, respect, and empowerment. If we can bring that energy to each other, heaven would no longer be here, away somewhere that you have to die to get to. That heaven could be now, because it's a choice. So, I'm done.
Okay, here's a non-question. I'm going to ask each actor to give us their real quick professional bio as in, how long have you been acting, Sergeant Sir?
Oh,
Oh, see, oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's
we got a question back there from Life Camp.
okay, wait a minute. All right, we're going to go with the person who has both of her arms up like I can't see you.
Hey, don't let it be a long question. I ain't got a character yet.
Sir, yes, sir, sit down.
I was wondering if the playwright had any connection to war, why you chose to use that vehicle to bring this awareness to the wide problem.
Well, I haven't had any physical experience with that, but baby, there's enough mentally that goes on that all I have to do is translate it. You know. Yes, because I felt it would be the most effective background for the story. You know, to see how it actually works in that situation. How he would be an enemy because he was told he was. Until he asked questions. Why do you hate me? I don't even know you. What did I do that would make you want to murder me? He really has done nothing except have an image. And his psychological lens seeing him as a threat, therefore an enemy that must be annihilated. But it's basically two battling concepts, ideas.
And I see that, you know, when you're saying that, I see that with, you know, almost like the things we hear in the media with the police. They are told that this is the enemy.
Yes.
And they don't even know. So it's the same.
Yes.
It's just a different, you know, one is war, one is in the streets.
Exactly, exactly. It's a template because it applies to racism, it applies to ageism, it applies to all the ism-schisms.
I like that, it's a template.
Yeah, because when you think of it, it divides when we really need to unify. We are each other's salvation.
Okay, there's a question back there, so I won't forget you anymore. It's all my fault I couldn't see you.
It's okay. So my question is for the actors. I think you guys did a phenomenal job, by the way. Can you guys hear me?
Louder.
Louder? Okay.
Yes.
You guys did a great job. My question is for the actors. When it came to developing your character, where did you identify the strengths and the weaknesses, and where did you connect with the most?
Yeah. Again, it all like comes down to being compassionate, being empathetic towards what he wrote. And those words, what he wrote, really did something to me. Like every time I read the script, I knew I could do it. So the real strength is like his script that helped us to like do what we did today here, you know. Yeah.
For weaknesses and strengths, I mean, like, when I'm playing a character, I don't want to judge him You know what I mean? Because if I judge him, because every human has positives and negatives. So it's like, I don't look at it in that kind of way. I'm like, okay, there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing. And it comes down to the sergeant, you know? And I think, I would say hard-headedness, but that's because of how he was programmed. No. I'm talking about Holmes. But deep down, he's not that killer. Like he said, I see a killer in your eyes, but you don't have that killer look. So yeah, and what Sadiq talked about, I mean, Rohit talked about, so it's yeah. What Rohit talked about the script being good, when the script is so good, the script takes you there, you know what I mean? It's always gonna take you there. That's how you know it's a good script, you know? So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, to add on to that, the script takes you there. Art is interpreting what is given to you and trying to feed the public that comes to watch the art to make it believable. But you have to believe it first. If we didn't believe it, you wouldn't have believed it. And we had to look at the script and say, wow, you know. And we didn't look at the script together. We looked at it separately. And then we came together. So we had to look at it without any biases, but what kind of art you're gonna bring to it. You know, and I seen the importance of bringing this to this young man to make sure that if he's seen any enemy, and that's what the opening monologues were about. It set up the stage of who we actually were, you know, and that I believe that it was my duty to keep them in line. But so I had to believe that opening monologue made me believe that I can transition to do this role. And I hope I did it well for you, sis, you know. All right. Because I'm not a mean guy. But get those raps.
Sergeant, sir, could you possibly give us your background since you spoke of being an actor? What's your background?
I just say that? Oh.
Yeah,
duh. Well, right now, when you get home, Google Why Tomorrow Never Comes. My trilogy just came out. It's a film almost similar like this. It's a film, though. But it's deal with urban. You know, but I've been acting for the last 20-something years. I just got off Broadway last Tuesday, you know, doing a piece called... so most of my life is art, writing, and these guys in here, I'm their boss. Everyone in their orange, put your hands up in orange. And those who came here and didn't put orange on, that's my staff from a Cure Violence organization. We fight gun violence, and so that and acting helps me deal with the work that I do, because it's so bad that, you know, every time when I left here last night, you know, there was at about 10:30 I had to go to a shooting, you know, and I had to go with 2 different precincts to sit down. So whenever you really love life and you want it to be better, and you come up here and be an artist, you're gonna make sure that people start believing in what's really happening. Where this is better. This is to see him being able to get up off the floor after his own countrymen stabbed him. That this is art. And no, don't get caught into it that he was able to wake up. I wish every person that ever was shot was able to get up and walk and say, just kidding. But that's not real. We're not getting it. Art imitates life. Life doesn't imitate art. We don't get it. We're fascinated by the games. We're fascinated by the movies. We're fascinated by these things. You know, you get a couple of 1,000 points every time you kill somebody. A kid doesn't have the ability to differentiate what happens when he goes outside, whether it's right or wrong. Some of these kids are getting high and believe that when they shoot somebody, they're getting points for it. Gotta be real. Gotta be real. Art imitates life. Life doesn't imitate art. But we reversed it. Thank you, guys.
So I've been acting about 4 years now, and I just recently did an off-Broadway play about the Port Chicago bombing, and it was about these soldiers who, it's based on a true story, basically about 200, an accident happened, a bombing happened, and it killed about 200 black soldiers, and these soldiers were asked to go back to work after that. and it resulted in the protest. And so that's what I've done in a couple other plays after that. This is my third time being a soldier. I just keep doing soldier roles, man. Ain't gonna stop. But I mean, obviously, I'm grateful for doing this and being a part of this project with Frank and Deborah, of course. Yeah, Brenda. I was joking. But yeah, these two directors were amazing. You know, they pushed us. Yeah, both of you guys. Both of you
Frank
guys.
doesn't push.
Frank is gentle.
Frank goes like this.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
Other way, yeah.
Brenda.
You suck. What is that? Get out of here, man. Yeah,
What
but
school you went to?
you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's what we needed, you know. So it was yeah. Grateful to be a part of it.
I just graduated from Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute here in New York. Yeah. And like, this is my third time performing in a theater, and I'm really glad that it's this piece and I'm working with these amazing people. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, Frank.
Actor?
Your career.
Oh.
He has a long career. He's just trying to be shy and bashful.
Which is true. But, well, I'll say this very stage that I'm on back in 2004 was like an open door to a passion. I taught drama here from 2004 to 2011. It was something that I never thought I'd do and was not trained for, but when life opens a door for you, it's for you. That means you may have to do some preparation. It may not be anything that you had on your menu, but this was one of the best things that ever happened. Because the art is also a way of helping people with personal development, to explore, you know, questions of life and personal and societal, whatever. So it gave me a platform to help kids and adults learn more about themselves, to break molds and allow themselves to experience another aspect that they didn't think they had, or they had it and they just needed nurturance. So I say that to say that it's in my blood. Even though I didn't come from a family with a flag hanging on the roof in the backyard and all that, it was just in my blood, and when the time came, the opportunity arose. And from that point to where I'm here right now speaking to you has been an awesome journey of self-discovery and sharing.
No way I'm going to follow that. It's like, yeah, I'm here, okay, and that's just the end of it. But Frank and I actually worked for the same company. We both worked for WPIX TV at the same time and had no idea that we were there at the same time until I met him here about, 3 or 4 months ago? Yes. He goes, yeah, well, when I was working for Channel 11, I went, really? I used to work there? He goes, yeah. When were you? I said, we were in 2 different departments. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like unbelievable. I didn't know that Frank had taught classes here. He taught acting and I think creative writing. And creative writing. So and he could sing, which he is being shy about, but he's won a few awards for that as well.
Whoa, let's go.
Yeah, so therefore, I've been blessed to be able to work with all of them. It has been a real thrill. Frank has put up with but wait a minute, shouldn't they go to the left type of, no, wait, shouldn't he have on a hat? But he has been very gracious, but I really want to say thank you to all of you here. And I have to do the commercial. This is necessary. This happens once a month, starting in September. So he is the first play of the 3rd season. Yay! The next one will be in October. It is called Stories of Jackson Heights. And it is about immigration at its best and at its worst. I'm not going to tell anything else because it's going to be great. Again, it is free. Sign up online. You should be able to watch this play on YouTube, hopefully by tomorrow or day after, so you can tell people I was there. Definitely, but right now, JCAL has done a fantastic job by allowing us to do Meet the Playwright. I have done a wonderful, marvelous, I've had a really good time meeting new playwrights, because all these playwrights have done other things, but they're not Eugene O'Neill, and they're not necessarily George C. Wolfe. So if you're looking for, professional, it's on Broadway. Well, but some of them have been on Broadway. So we're talented. We're a talented bunch. I'm going to say we because I'm going to include myself. And we've been able to do something really extraordinary, and we're really proud to have presented it to you. So for those of you who are online, thank you for dropping in. For those of you who came out tonight, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next month. Good night.